Attention all insurance agents with a current life or medical insurance license. SelectQuote has immediate openings for licensed insurance agents looking to build a rewarding career. And you can even work from the comfort of your home. Our average employee makes $75,000 and our top performers make well over $150,000 per year. Yes, I said $150,000. Insurance professionals, are you sick of looking and paying for leads? Would you like to have more than one product or carrier solution to offer? Do you wish that your entrepreneurial spirit and hard work was rewarded? If you answered yes and you feel you have what it takes, SelectQuote is looking for you. With a fun and fast work environment, multiple products, pre-qualified leads, and great training, this is an opportunity you do not want to miss. Apply online at selectquote.com/careers or call 800-896-9009 to learn more. SelectQuote is hiring right now. Don't miss out. Call 800-896-9009 or visit selectquote.com/careers. Call 800-896-9009. 800-896-9009.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. When you're tuned in, you're with Lady Business and Give It to the People Radio, where you're going to get enlightened, enhanced, empowered, and enriched. Make sure that you always tune in to Give It to the People Radio. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whenever you're tuned in, you know that you're listening to Give It to the People Radio. I'm Pennix-Brown. I'm your lovely host, and we are here to help shine a light on businesses. Today, I have a special guest of somebody that I really like, somebody that I thought was such an introvert, and then we went on a little trip down to Florida, and she is hilarious. And she is such a great businesswoman, and I wanted you to meet her because she has a brand new business that she started that is amazing, that is really helping families to do what they have to do, and to make sure that they're responsible. So I am welcoming Kelli to the show today. Kelli, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am wonderful. So I want you to just kind of introduce yourself, tell people what you're doing, because I know what it is, but I need the people to know. And we have not had anybody on our show who is doing exactly what you're doing the way that you're doing it.
Okay. Well, my name is Kelli, and I am the owner of Strong Financial. We are a licensed tax and bookkeeping company, and our partners with Jumpin' Jack Tax.
Now, what made you partner with Jumpin' Jack Tax?
So I follow Prince Donnell and Dana Chanel, and I believe in the method and the family atmosphere, and basically their mission is to help the community and educate them financially by providing financial stability, need-based business.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now,
great opportunity.
Out of everything that you could have started, because you had to have other companies, you came from corporate America, what made you decide to specifically start a tax business?
Well, you're right. I am a serial entrepreneur, and my original intent was for the company to provide finances for the younger people in my family.
Okay.
Right. I've got some college students, and then I have some up-and-coming teenagers that need money and are constantly asking for it. So I said, okay, well, we'll start you off with bookkeeping, and then, once you get 18, then you can take the training for taxes. And yeah, it's always a need base, so we're always making money.
So, wow. So you said, children, I am going to get a business that you can start investing in by learning how to do bookkeeping. And then at some point in time, hopefully they'll be able to take it over. That was your whole plan right there.
Right. And I saw the need also because, in our community, we don't necessarily have someone educating us on specifically minorities, where they're getting educated on how to be positioned better for the next tax season, to maximize their tax return. So that's something that we really focus on at Jumpin' Jack Tax, and I like that about the taxes.
And so a person can come to you if they just need bookkeeping, and they can come to you if they need just tax preparation, or if they need a combination of those things.
Right. So we just started this tax season. I've been doing taxes I started doing them for free in the community in my 20s for free at a community center. And then I found out my grandmother did it back in the 60s. in Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
Now, we're in North Carolina. And so it's kind of been in my blood to do taxes. And so we started out just doing taxes this season, but we're finding that really people need bookkeepers, and not just small businesses, but persons. Single people need their taxes done and their bookkeeping as well.
Now, have you found it challenging because of all of the stuff that's happened with COVID and them extending out the deadlines instead of April 15th? Now you have till July. Have you found that challenging, or do you think that that's just something that's a little bit better for you because now people do have longer to be able to file?
Okay, so as a business owner, it's much better because it's given me 90 more days of being able to make more money, right? From the position of the community, I think it's also better for them because they have more time. It's a lot of stressful things going on with COVID-19, and it just gives people more time, I think. So I think it's a win-win.
Now, even though people have more time, would you suggest that they still go ahead and file their taxes sooner, because you cannot get a refund? You can't get the refund unless you file the taxes, right?
That's exactly right.
Yes. To me, it's kind of like, I look at it because the way that I get paid is, I have to send in invoices, and then they go ahead and they send the checks, and they have 30 days to pay me. So I look at it kind of like a savings account. Like, I'm not getting it right now, but I know that it's coming. And in a way, that's the same thing with taxes, but you can't get it until you actually file. And, is there any type of expedited process right now, or have you seen how long it's taking people to get their tax returns back as far as getting that money?
Well, normally it could be as short as 2 weeks.
Oh.
I mean, that's pretty good, yes. But the average is about 21 days.
Okay. And you're doing state and federal?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if a person is, because we work with a lot of small business owners, and let's say they're a contractor, so they got that 1099, and they might have a bunch of them. Do you work with those kind of people, sole proprietors, LLCs, S Corps, C Corps, nonprofits? Do you work with all of them, or is there something that you don't do in relation to taxes?
I've done nonprofit and for-profit, S Corps, LLCs, 1099s, and I have a couple C Corp clients.
Okay. Now, when you're doing this and you have people that they come to you and you can clearly see that they need some bookkeeping, is there any type of counseling to say, hey, this could be a lot easier if you did X, Y, Z? Not trying to necessarily upsell them, which technically you are, but you can see that they would be in a better financial position if they did certain things. Do you kind of give them that information so they can make an informed decision about possibly using you past just filing the taxes?
I do, and we walk them through. So if for example, I even have clients that use QuickBooks, but most don't. Mm-hmm. But even in using them, their numbers don't necessarily make sense for the whole year, because you have to categorize properly in order to maximize your tax position. And so I walk through the report from QuickBooks, or I walk through just information that they give me or receipts. And I actually show them how I've created an Excel spreadsheet. I actually show them and take the time to show them, if they don't have Excel, Google Sheets is free, right? So you just have to have a Gmail. And I show them how next year they're going to be in a much better position. All their numbers as a 1099, they're there, right? And most 1099s, like an Uber driver or something like that, they don't necessarily keep that information or have it readily available. But now, as my client, they could come in and show me the past return, and then they'll say, okay, Kelli, I kept up with my spreadsheet. Here's my 2020.
Wow. Now, that to me sounds like a major reason why people should probably choose Strong Financial over any of the other tax preparation services, because from what I see, you got your Jackson Hewitts, you have your H&R Blocks, but they do not do all of that for you, honey. All they do is say, come bring your papers in and we'll figure it out for you. They're not sitting down and going over all of that information in order to put a person in a better financial situation. So to me, it seems like, it's kind of an added benefit the way that you're doing things, because you're trying to educate while also going ahead and then completing a task for people. That is something that could be a whole nother fee. That could be a whole nother class or workshop or something.
And I do not charge for that.
That's
is
amazing.
Part of the prep fee.
See,
because I believe that if we educate our clients, they'll financially do better, and then they'll grow in their income and especially their business.
That's amazing. Do you also kind of, because you know how sometimes they're like, we can't really tell you how much it's going to be to file your taxes. And so sometimes that's why people get a little hesitant, because they're scared of how much they're actually going to have to pay. And so, them knowing, well, look, I can't get this money back unless I pay for the tax preparation. And you can do it by yourself. You can. I did it by myself one time and got audited, and I said, nope, no more. Because obviously I did something wrong, because y'all came back and made me pay taxes one of those years. And it was just like, taxes to me, especially because they change so much every year, and definitely this year with the whole COVID thing, they are really, in a way, a mystery sometimes, because if you don't keep up with the laws, what happened last year is not necessarily going to be applicable or even advantageous to you the next year. So do you kind of have transparent fees for people so they know how much it's going to be?
Yes, we do. And let me just say, on the education piece, jumping jack tax partners have to initially complete 100 hours. And I did for Strong Financial, because I had backgrounds working with nonprofits. I did 40 extra hours for them in C Corp. So I just wanted to put that out there. You definitely want somebody that's up on the latest training and laws and has ability to research if they do not know an answer, right?
Definitely.
But our standard plans, we have a simple plan that starts at $250, and that's where you just have up to 2 W-2s or a 1099. And then we have our standard plan is $350, right? That includes up to 3 W-2s or 1099s, and you can have dependents with that price. So, and that does include your state return and federal.
Okay.
We do Schedule A, B, and C. And then we have the expert plan. That's where you've got your 5 W-2s. Those are my hustlers. And so a lot of people are working a lot of 1099 type jobs, right? And that includes, for expert, I will do an S Corp for $600 as well. Okay. LLC and S Corp.
Okay.
For $600.
Now, do you?
So those are
No. I think that's great, because honestly, a lot of places are not transparent with what their prices are. Now, if a person has, because a lot of these people will, money that comes from out of state where they've worked in another state, and so then they would have to file in that other state, would that be something that would be like extra, just kind of added into whatever plan that they choose?
It's not another schedule. It's another state return.
Mm-hmm.
So it is included. It's just a non-residential state return.
Okay, because I definitely needed to ask that, because I know that there are a lot of people that have that as a thing. Like, let's say we're in North Carolina, but maybe they hop over the border to South Carolina or Virginia, and they get a little money, and then they come back, which means that they're filing in another, or they should be filing in another state. So, right. How is that going to work for those people? And that makes a huge difference, because they're supposed to file in each state. So with that, now, I think this is wonderful, and I'm really happy that you started this business. The other thing that I think is really amazing is that Black-owned, woman-owned business, and that makes me happy. That's always like my sweet spot, is to just see that somebody is doing something that's in the community, but that you're also educating people while you're doing their taxes, and I think that that's really important for people to know. Now, if they want to get in contact with you because somebody is saying, oh, I love the sound of that. Oh, I can afford that. That sounds good. I need that. I like her. How can they get in touch with you?
You can find us on Instagram, and our handle is @strongfinancial. And personally, I am on Instagram at Kelli, KELLINICOLE. Or you can find us on the web at www.strongfinancial.net.
Okay. Great. Now,
or you can call me. Most people text me. I'll take
do
a text
they?
message.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay,
so
they're
the
texting
number
out here.
For Strong Financial is 833-278-2937. A lot of people like to text me, so it's not a problem. 833-278-2937. They get their questions answered through text, and we just set them up with a quick appointment.
Wow.
And go from there.
Okay. So you make it convenient for people to be able to get access to you no matter where they're at, what time it is. And that's a great thing to just be able to communicate with people where they're at. Because, a lot of people, now for me, I'm not sending text messages over the text message. That's just me personally. But I think that for people that they just want it to be easy, then that sounds like a great thing for them to be able to do that and then get those questions answered. So I am so glad that you gave us all of this information today. And if there's anybody that's out there that's looking for a bookkeeper, tax preparer, then definitely check out Strong Financial. And it is StrongFina. FINA, yes, NCIAL, so Strong Financial. Just make sure that you check them out and get your taxes done as soon as possible instead of waiting till July.
Yes, you get your refund earlier.
There you go. Is there anything else you'd like to leave and give a message to the people?
Just give me a call if you have any tax questions or concerns or bookkeeping needs. 833-27-TAXES. 833-27-TAXES. I'd be glad to help you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on Give It to the People today. Guys, if you can download this, subscribe, share it, and make sure that you let everybody know that today you were part of Give It to the People. Thank you so much for being on, Kelli. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Give It to the People Radio. Make sure that you follow us online at ladybusiness.com, LADYBIZNESS. We look forward to helping you grow, sustain, and maintain your business.
Attention all insurance agents with a current life or medical insurance license. SelectQuote has immediate openings for licensed insurance agents looking to build a rewarding career. And you can even work from the comfort of your home. Our average employee makes $75,000, and our top performers make well over $150,000 per year. Yes, I said $150,000. Insurance professionals, are you sick of looking and paying for leads? Would you like to have more than one product or carrier solution to offer? Do you wish that your entrepreneurial spirit and hard work was rewarded? If you answered yes and you feel you have what it takes, SelectQuote is looking for you. With a fun and fast work environment, multiple products, pre-qualified leads, and great training, this is an opportunity you do not want to miss. Apply online at selectquote.com/careers or call 800-896-9009 to learn more. SelectQuote is hiring right now. Don't miss out. Call 800-896-9009 or visit selectquote.com/careers. Call 800-896-9009. 800-896-9009.